and hi everybody. This is Oma. I can tell you this story off by heart because it's etched in my memory forever because it's my grandmother. Yeah, you can see my reflection over there. It's a story about my grandmother Arita, my mother's mother. And it's a short little story, but I'll try to make a long story short, of course, again. But in 1990, it's the only time I went back to here in Raymond, where I was born and raised, to visit my family. And we lived in Nova Scotia. My husband and I moved there in 1984, the summer of 1984. We had our little girl Rita and our little baby Marnie. And it was fun. And those are great memories of our younger days. And Garnet was raised and born in Nova Scotia, and so we ended up going back home. And that was nice because his parents really needed and wanted us. And we stayed there until they passed away. And then when our kids got older and they needed to find work, they came back to Alberta. And of course, we followed. And then I was able to be here for my mum. And to be able to have mum, I arranged a family reunion, Boulderman one. And also I had a lot of chances where she came and visited us and we visited them before she passed. And I'm so grateful to my younger brother and sister, Rodney and Jenny, who took care of her in her final days with Stan, my stepdad. So anyhow, now that's not the story I was going to tell. The story I want to tell is about grandmother Arida, A-R-I-D-A, Polderman, Van Veen Polderman, who lived in Raymond. They came here they brought my mom and their little family, my mom's sisters, after the World War II had ended, because it really devastated that country in the Netherlands where they were at. And there was no work and there was destruction everywhere. So Canada actually arranged a boat to bring some of them here, and they came and settled in McGrath at first and then Raymond. So anyway, so I only went back once in 1990, and it turned out not planned, but it was my grandmother's birthday when I visited her that day. She asked me to go in her bedroom with her, and she had a little private visit with me and told me that she is Dutch Reformed, and I never saw her go to the church or anything, but my mom had given her a Dutch Book of Mormon that had written in Dutch, but I never thought anything of it. But then my grandmother said to me she had had a dream, and that in the dream there was angels and things happening that told her the Book of Mormon was true. And she said, I must be crazy. She was like, and I said, no, you're not crazy, it's true. And that's all we said. And because she wasn't one to ask questions or anything. And I just told her, nope, you're not. And then she gave me her most valued possession, which was an old bag that her brother used to use when he traveled, that he had left at her house. She had quite a few siblings back in Holland. Anyways, so my grandmother, Rita Polderman, she told me that amazing story, the amazing dream that she had. And I was so glad that she told me. And that's the last time I ever saw her, because she passed away at 84. 10 years later after I'd visited her. And of course, like I said, we had moved far away to Nova Scotia in Canada. And so I never got a chance to visit her again. That's such a precious thing to me that she told me and gave to me. And I think it's for me to share with our grandkids and our children and our grandkids.